Henessie, it's so good to meet you. Welcome.
Meet you too. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And, when I put out the invitation for you to come on, as I have noticed your posts and your Instagram page on Instagram, and just looking at your designs, they're quite impressive. And so oh, you're welcome. For our audience who's watching that might not be familiar with you, can you just introduce yourself and tell everyone what inspired you to start creating and opening up your own business?
Yeah, of course. My name is Henessie Yoshida. I am 15, and I started Heavenly Visitors when I was 11. It didn't actually take off until I was about 12. And in that year, it was really just designing and trying to create, find my style. I actually had no idea what peg dolls were. I had a friend who was telling me about them, and in that time period, I wanted to start a store on Etsy. And so I was like, oh, peg dolls, this sounds so cool. Let's make saints. And that's really where the idea came from. And in these past 4 years, it's grown so much. I've had so many new products coming in, and it's really amazing how far it's come.
Yes. Yes. I mean, have you always been an artist? Have you always just had that natural talent and that desire to create, to draw, to paint?
No, I didn't. My mom is a really good artist, and when we first started Heavenly Visitors, she was actually the main person who did it, whereas now I'm the only one who really paints. It's definitely something I had to learn. It's a skill that I've grown into. I really do enjoy painting and art now, but it wasn't something I was very interested in before.
So it was really a hidden talent. It was God gave you this wonderful talent for you to find, but it had to be at that right time and that right moment. You also have a love of singing. So many of the reels that you put up on Instagram and TikTok are you singing songs. It seems like you might be a Taylor Swift fan too.
A little bit, yeah. I do love singing. Music is something that comes very naturally to me. It's something I love doing and spending.
Wonderful. We enjoy hearing you, and we're so excited to get started here for you to show us all these items. And I know you have a reveal because you had mentioned that there would be something that you're going to show here and on this live time together. So I'll just let you kind of lead the way into the products that you have created. And I just want to mention for everybody watching out there that you have a store-wide sale going on right now. So everything in your shop is on sale, right?
Yes. Currently until
and it's
all right.
10 to 25% off?
Yes.
Terrific.
Thank you.
Great, great, great. So Henessie, what would you like to show us?
I guess we could start with peg dolls because that is what I first started with. I have these Adorn Holy Family peg dolls. I do have a whole nativity, but only with me I currently have the Holy Family. I have 4 ready in stock and ready to ship. I recently started making peg doll keychains, and I was doing a giveaway of 50 free keychains, and here they are.
I love the size. So what is that size of the keychain peg dolls? Could you show them side by side with your regular peg so we get an idea? Good.
So This peg doll is 3.5 inches, and I believe this one is 1.5 inches.
Okay, wonderful. And you create these peg dolls. What I was just blown away by was that you do custom orders too.
Yeah, I do.
So people can reach out to you through your Etsy shop or Instagram. They could message you if they see something. They might have a particular idea for a gift for somebody to personalize it a little bit more.
I recently did just do a big order. Someone bought from me a Lilo and Stitch, Disney princesses, a Walking Dead set, Elvis. I do all sorts of anything you have in mind. I did Golden Girls, so I do a lot.
Amazing. Now, with those custom orders, Henessie, about how much time, obviously there's so much work and that custom design that goes into creating this. What's your turnaround time?
I generally ask for 1 to 3 weeks per doll. When I have several dolls to paint, it takes me about 4 hours to paint one and then longer for custom. So it definitely takes me a lot of time to just do one doll. And I always like to ask my customers to give me the grace of a full-time student. I started my freshman year this year, so I try to work early in the morning and late afternoons on top of my schooling.
And they're so detailed. That's what I think for anyone really looking, go to your Etsy shop so you can really get those up close and personal looks at these items, because it's so tiny and the detail is incredible. You really create a three-dimensional art piece when you're creating. So go ahead. I'll just leave the platform over to you, and you can, show what items that you'd like to have the viewers take a look at.
Okay, we used to make decade rosary teethers, and Etsy actually got sued because I believe one of the people who bought a teether had an incident with their baby choking on it. So it made everyone who was selling it not be able to sell them anymore. And so I had a bunch of leftover supplies. And so we ended up coming up with these decade rosaries for children. And so they are pull apart, so you can take turns with the bead. And they're soft, so they're grippable for small hands. And they're perfect, I think, for stocking stuffers and anything like that. We will be getting these up in the shop, I'm hoping by Monday.
Monday.
Yes. That is something that I'm really excited to put in the shop, because I do love making rosaries, and I'm hoping to further on in time make how-to rosary kits so they can learn and participate in praying the rosary along with the family and have personalized rosaries.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, you also mentioned that maybe you've created it already, but you were thinking about a game, a children's game that involved peg dolls.
I have it actually right here. This is our surprise. I've mentioned saying that I'm going to talk about it on live, and it is called The Lost Sheep. It has a Jesus. You can.
Beautiful.
Thank you. And 3 sheep. We have 2 of these white ones. And your black sheep. And so the idea of the game is we have our how-to card. And you read the parable, you learn the parable of the lost sheep, and then you can hide your black sheep. And you take Jesus, and you're going to go with him to go find that black sheep wherever it is. We're homeschoolers, and so I'm always trying to come up with games to incorporate Bible stories and scripture into a fun game for little kids. So
That is so fantastic. I think I've never heard of that. I mean, it almost, it almost seems like, why hasn't something like this been put out there? Because, that's the classic Bible story about going to find that lost sheep. I love that idea. And I love the way that you left that round pegged out. You did that in your nativity scene too, that it was just the round pegged out for the sheep. I love it.
Thank you. We also do jewelry. I have several bracelets made. All my bracelets are ready to ship. I don't do, I wouldn't mind doing personalized or custom bracelets. I actually had a lady at our parish about a year ago offer to teach me how to make jewelry. And so that is why really Heavenly Visitors has bracelets in our shop, because I learned how to make them, and it seems like it's a really good gift, I believe, for wives or your daughters or sisters. It's just something simple that can represent or remind you. You have saint medallions on them. So it's something that can remind you of keeping God in your daily life and in your mind. This one is my favorite.
And you have so many different bracelets.
I do.
You have almost all the saints, the different saints, and the miraculous medal, which I love because I always wear one. And so there are different forms of ways that we can wear those special medals, get them blessed. Now, are those bracelets then expandable, Henessie?
I do have, these ones are stretchy. This one is are my favorite. It has gold crowns on them to represent Mary and the blue, but I did 3 gold crowns to represent the Holy Trinity. So you're keeping all 4 of them close to you all throughout your day.
I noticed that you added that crown. I thought that was so original. I've never seen that in a piece like that. So I love that detail.
Thank you. And these ones are wire. So they do come with an extension chain just in case it doesn't fit your hand size.
So you can adjust it then?
Yes. I wouldn't that my bracelets fit all sizes because that's really important. I wouldn't want to buy a bracelet and be like, oh, this is too small or too big. So.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Good, good. What other things did you want to did you bring some of your Christmas ornaments?
I did. I have them right here. I started, last year I wanted to put in saint ornaments, but I didn't get the chance to. So this year I made sure to start early, and we got several saints up in the shop. This one's Saint Michael. He is off of our Saint Michael peg doll, the design. I think this one's my favorite. It's the peg doll Holy Family Adorn ornament.
I love that too. I love that the way that they're placed on the round. Is that wood as well? That bottom platform? Okay, it's wood. Yes. Yeah. That looks like that's your signature Christmas ornament. You use the wood, the sliced wood. And I just love that. And I love the way it hangs. You had displayed that because that can come as a set too.
Yeah, I have
for
on Christmas line. So you can get nativity, Christmas ornaments, and canvases. This one's Mother Teresa.
Beautiful.
This ornament was actually replicated from my new canvas I painted of Mary wrapped in with baby Jesus.
So yes, you had reached out to me and wanted to talk about your canvases too. So we want to make sure that we cover that as well. We have time, so we don't have to rush. But I'm excited because you are, as an artist, you said this isn't something that you've done all your life. Although when you see your work, you know, you can see the talent that you have and just the ability to create, and you're creating on different forms of materials. So you're really expanding your just your ability to use and know how to incorporate using different materials.
Yes, definitely. It's definitely taken a lot of time. And I think really, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't have gotten very far. Because I feel like at 11 years old, you have a good idea, but you quickly find something else you're going to like.
Mm-hmm.
For about a year,
Mm-hmm.
hit and miss, you know, I'd paint a little bit, but I'd forget about it. So now where Heavenly Visitors is at, I'm really proud of it, because if it wasn't for God, we wouldn't be here. It wouldn't be all the other things I've wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. That's your mission. I mean, we have to see, where will these fruits, how will they manifest themselves? And just your trust, and I can hear that in your voice and how you're talking to us, that you have that trust to go wherever God will lead you in this and in all the other aspects of your life as you're just starting out. But that's beautiful.
Thank you. This one is Our Lady of Guadalupe.
Hmm.
I think Michael's
Gorgeous.
favorite.
Just gorgeous, just gorgeous. Each one is so unique. And so I do encourage everybody, we can see the items, but pull up her Etsy shop, which I'll link below too in my video that I'll put on YouTube, all the links to her page and her Etsy shop, and any ways that you can tap into just your creations. You know, one of the ones that really impressed me with your peg dolls was the Last Supper peg dolls. You have all the apostles there. I had never seen anything like that. The collection of all our apostles. And I could just see even children playing with that, playing that out, using those saints as they hear the gospel stories, and maybe coming home from mass after hearing the gospel and kind of acting out. So these are great learning tools for parents out there as well.
Yeah, definitely incorporate it in like homeschooling, everything. I think with the Last Supper, it took me about 2 months to complete. So it was a journey getting all 12 of them done.
Hmm. And you know what, Henessie, too? Some of your dolls actually don't have any faces on them.
No, mine.
And I like that.
Thank you. We have now in our shop an add-on section. And in our add-on section, it's our keychains, our chapsticks, and stickers. And these are our chapsticks. These were actually something my mom and our family like to try to stay a little bit more natural. And so we were making lotion sticks. And so I thought it'd be something fun and simple to add to our shop. These are gift sets that we have. They come with 3 chapsticks. And they're all 100% natural and organic. We use 100% organic essential oils and have tested.
You're speaking exactly up my alley, because I use only natural, cruelty-free beauty products.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. I love that fact. Now, does it come in a couple of different scents or flavors, those lip balms?
We have watermelon, strawberry, cherry, eucalyptus mint, melon mint. We have several flavors to choose from.
Terrific. And as you mentioned, it would be perfect stocking stuffers. And with this sale going on right now, you could really fill a lot of stockings up. I could see putting that lip balm in, also adding that St. Michael, the Archangel sticker that can go on a phone or water bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And one of your keychains, your Saint keychain. So one-stop shopping.
Yeah, definitely. We have it all. I think the last thing I have to show you are my canvases.
Terrific.
I've gone through a series of canvases, and just recently did I really find like my style. This one right here is the Holy Spirit.
See those beautiful rays.
Yeah, I was definitely trying to incorporate all the Trinity, the gold, like God really doesn't have a physical form. He really is just the red and blue represent Jesus and the Holy Spirit, of course.
Beautiful.
Thank you. This
You're
one is
welcome.
a canvas I did of Mary. It's called Wrapped in Mary's Mantle. This one is my favorite, I definitely think. It has that modern appeal, very simple, where that's kind of our look in our house, is very minimalist. So I love that one. My most recent,
And these, I could just picture these being put up on a shelf. They're ready to go. They have a nice base, so they could actually stand right on a table or a shelf
yeah.
very easily.
This one I think would be so pretty in a nursery. It's Mary holding baby Jesus.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
That one,
Just amazing. Amazing. Your gift is just amazing.
thank you.
I just thinking how many redos I would have. If I was attempting something like that, my stack of like do-overs would be about this high. I'd have to have a lot of test runs before I had one that I probably would say, okay, I think I'm going to run with this now.
Well, I definitely went through that, I think.
So do you, I'm just curious to know your technique. Don't have to tell all your secrets. But as far as when you're working on a design, a new creation, do you do a lot of sketching of the item, of the artwork?
I'm a really bad sketcher. It's really, I just try to find an example that I'm trying to go for, and just by eye sketch it out. All my detail is really just by eye and seeing what I like and don't. I don't really, or like, I don't take art really, so it's all just kind of by looking at stuff and figuring out how I can do it myself.
That's wonderful. Just wonderful. So is there any other items that you wanted to share with us today, Henessie? Have you showed everything you wanted to?
That's everything. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. And remember, everybody, this store-wide sale is going on. Now, how long will this sale be going on?
It'll be going on until November 30th.
November 30th, okay. And do you have a deadline as far as getting your order in by a certain date to hopefully guarantee as much as you could that they would receive it for Christmas?
I don't have a deadline, but I do ask to look at the production time, because I have had nights where I would stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning just so I could get the orders out before the holiday. So I definitely appreciate it if they were earlier than later.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And everybody reach out to you. What would be the best way that someone could reach out to you? Is it on your Instagram page? Is it through messaging you through your Etsy shop?
Either way, Instagram or Etsy would be great.
Wonderful. And I know, we all at your age can remember that, maybe we thought that we would like to go into this or that. Is there any thoughts, knowing that you are a young business owner, an artist and creator, of where you could possibly see your future vocation?
I've always said I wanted to go into business law. I don't
Mm,
know much now, but that's definitely something I've always leaned towards.
wonderful. Well, I know just from meeting you, I'm so impressed. And it certainly seems that, you are rooted in your faith and rooted in God. And, we certainly can't wait to see your next creations and how God will lead you on this journey, this path that lies in front of you. So I really appreciate you joining us today for the holiday shop. And everybody out there watching, remember to go to the links below and check out, and let's support great Catholic businesses. Every time we have a need for a gift, every time that we think about a special item, let's include faith in that gift of giving to those we love. So God bless you, Henessie. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Take care now. God bless.
God bless.